Hello and welcome to Achievement Hunting 101. This is another edition with level 410. With me tonight we have KooshMoose. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, not a whole lot. I was all expecting you to say goal and everything, but
No, the
red
US
card.
is
I don't
out.
know.
We're all done. Who cares about football anymore? I threw everything in the trash last night in the pool. No, I'm just joking. But our dream of winning the World Cup, even though it was a small dream, is dead. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if did you watch or hear anything of that last night?
I heard some stuff. I heard the U.S. lost 4-1. That's fine, I guess.
No, it's not fine. If you think it's fine, then you need to go move to Europe or something. Maybe Chewy can put you up in his place, since London's still in it, or yeah, England, I guess.
I've been watching a lot of World Cup food videos where like all the Europeans are coming over
Oh
here and
yeah,
they're trying all our food. Like they're amazed at barbecue and ranch dressing. Um, so yeah.
yeah. My wife showed me a picture that they're selling ranch dressing in some of the airports before you go back to before they go back to their countries. It's in the airports because they said that people were just smuggling them in their
Yeah,
bags and
it was
everything.
weird.
So
Like they were saying that like of all the things that have come across the pond, like peanut butter and things like that, that just it's strange that ranch hasn't made that trip yet. But this might be what gets ranch to a
yeah,
foothold.
yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Well, speaking
Yeah,
of food and festivities and everything, did you survive 4th of July?
I did survive 4th of July. I'm here. Everything's good. We what do we have? Nothing too fancy. We had hot dogs. Uh, nothing fancy. Just kept it low key.
Yeah, I usually let the girls. We go to a local church that sells fireworks, and I usually let the girls choose one thing each. But we've just been so busy this year, and I was trying to get there during the week because we always seem to go like the day before or the morning of 4th of July, and it's like an hour's wait because everyone's doing it in line, and so we just got so busy this year, and a lot of people in our neighborhood spend hundreds or if not thousands of dollars on fireworks, and so
Right.
we were just watching them there this year, and I smoked a brisket, and we just kind of ate. Last 4th of July, I think I was on the podcast at that time, but we did a Lord of the Rings marathon, and Big L would fall asleep as I was talking about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But this year we brought it back, and we did a Marvel movie marathon. So
Oh.
we ended up watching. So I was on call this weekend, and I had to work Friday morning. But after that, we think we ended up watching like 7 movies in on Friday afternoon through Sunday. We had a huge storm Sunday night, so we couldn't finish it. But then the next day, we ended up watching 2 more on Monday. So it was like about 8 or 9 movies, I think, that we watched over the weekend.
Nice.
So I really want to. They said that they're going to be bringing Avengers Endgame back to theaters in September. So I'm trying to get everything caught up by then, so I could take the kids to go see that. Probably be 4 hours long with all the new stuff they'll include. But
Yeah, they said they're adding new stuff in to kind of tie into Doomsday, and it's like how much extra is that going to be? And
yeah, I just thought it'd be fun. Like we have never seen a Marvel movie in the theater, so
oh, okay.
we'll see. I don't know. I don't think we're going to have enough time because I know Brand New Day comes out here in a few weeks, and that's probably going to be a
That's
little too fast.
that's gonna be the first one I get my daughter to. Like
Is it?
she
Okay.
likes Tobey Maguire. So Tobey Maguire, no, not Tobey
You mean
Maguire.
Tom Holland?
Yeah, Tom Holland. Well, she likes Tobey Maguire too, but she really liked the three Spider Men. But yeah, Tom Holland, Brand New Day. I think for sure we're gonna see that one in the theater, or else I'm gonna have to go see it by myself. But that is gonna
Yeah,
be an
yeah.
opening week for
We'll
sure.
see. My middle child has a huge crush on Tom Holland,
Yeah.
and so we usually like when we finish the night, or if we're just watching one movie, I'll have them close their eyes. I'll pull up YouTube on the TV, and I'll pull up the trailer for the next one so they can see kind of a tease of what we're watching next.
Mm.
So we happened to end the night on the movie before the Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, And so I brought the trailer up and I started it, and my middle child was like, "Finally, we're getting to Tom Holland, yeah!" And then she saw Andrew Garfield. She was like, "No!" She, so my wife and I were laughing, just having a good old time with it. But she's like, "Well, when are we getting there?" I'm like, "We're getting there, I promise." Because we're
Yeah,
watching all of the Marvel stuff, just because they seem to all be making comebacks in different ways and some things. So just didn't want them to be, a little clueless on that. So we got up to, I think the next one we have to watch is the Captain America Winter Soldier. So we're
okay.
making our way through all that. But
Oh yeah.
anyways, we are here to talk about games. Enough stuff. I know M probably has fast forwarded a bunch of times anyways. So get to the games, and there's quite a lot of news that we got this week. So
Oh boy. Yes.
I know, good and bad in some ways or another. But um, we'll start with the bean dive. You want to do a little snippet on what you're doing?
Yeah. So the bean dive is in effect. If you're not familiar with that, it's an event that happens on trueachievements.com, started by Bean Potter. And the whole premise of that is that get this stuff, get your backlog, and make it official. All right. Any game you have that you haven't started, pop an achievement, move on to the next thing, and get your whole collection on True Achievements and own up to it. So I don't do that. I like my backlog to be secret, and basically don't just the tip of the iceberg. You don't really know exactly what's out there. But I thought, just for giggles, I thought this time around I would do 10 games. I just start 10 games that I wanted to play. Kind of a mixed bag of stuff. And I said, you know what, 10's a little too little. Let's do 20. So I now have started 19 games. I have to figure out what my 20th game is going to be. And so what are some of the highlights here? I thought I'd be happy with Barbecue Simulator. I'm actually kind of dreading that one now. Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. That seems annoying, but I started it, and I'll give it a fair shake. Let's see what else. Call of the Elder Gods is a sequel to what was the first game called? Why is that not showing up?
Sea of something. Sea of the.
Yeah, for some reason it's not showing up as a series. Call of the Sea.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
That's the first game, which I thought was really good. Yeah, I thought it was really good, and it looked well. Call of the Elder Gods seems very similar, but the animations are not as impressive. So I think they just didn't have the same budget for this one. I don't know, but I like that type of game. What else? Legend of Korra, Xbox 360. I'm really back into Avatar since with the live action Avatar series season 2. So I was kind of like, oh, let's get some more. Let's start another Avatar, and then maybe if I finish this one, I'll be able to go in and wrap up the Xbox version after I've familiarized myself with the 360 from beginning to end. And Lollipop Chainsaw, I've been meaning to play that forever. So I've actually got a foot in the door on that one. Let's see what else. Oh, July 4th, I started Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered.
Okay.
For obvious reasons. I started Disney Illusion Island, starring Mickey and Friends. It's a Metroidvania. That one's kind of fun. Chicken Run Extraction. You know me, how I do my things. That actually seems like a fun little game. From I think that's Outright Games, isn't it? Yes, Outright Games is the publisher, and that's a fun one. I'm enjoying that one legitimately. And then the one I didn't want to stop playing because I was laughing out loud and I was having a great time was Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I did not want to stop playing that, but that was so early on. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting this last one in and then just going back and knocking out 2 or 3 of these games and then forgetting about all the rest. Speaking realistically, that's probably what will happen. But I am looking forward to doing that. I thought about Expedition 33, Clair Obscure, but it was taking too long to get that first achievement. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have to pay too much attention to the story. And this is not a great game for the Bean Dive. This is something I'd want to digest. So, yeah. What about you? A bean guy? Not a bean guy?
Not a bean guy. I've got plenty I could do. I could tank my completion percentage if I wanted
Oh,
to, but
absolutely.
no, the time we were talking in the pre-show is just the time right now has just been so busy with work. I've got people gone all the time with summer vacations and everything, so we're down doing more work and other things in personal life and everything. So it's just been not a good time to do that. If I had more time, I definitely would, but I'd give it at least to, like you said, I'd probably put a number out there and say I'll do this many, and you can go from there. But
Yeah, just to participate, just to kind of get
you
your foot
got
in
some
the
good ones
door.
in there, so I'm with you there. I was kind of debating on if Claire Obscure would be my next game because when those games come out, I'm always like, ooh, I got to try it. I might not be a huge fan of the series, or the genre, but if everyone likes it, I got to try it. And then
Yeah, my goal is to put some good ones in there that I have a chance of finishing. They're not super long, just a bunch of things that I can kind of knock this out, knock that out, and just things I've been meaning to play. And I'm looking at these are my bean dives. Let's see. In this current bean dive, who is of note? Just real quick. Chin Doctor has dived 290 games.
oh shoot,
That cannot be for this year. I can't imagine that. That'd be crazy. But Northern Lass has done 213. Toby Lynn has done
she does it.
225. Scarabese has done 138. So I mean, it's possible that people are just going nuts. And with the dearth of baby games, like if you had a backlog of that stuff and you hadn't started it, you could throw a lot of games on there pretty quickly.
Yeah, I was looking at that the other day because I got somehow on that. I saw the article from TA a long time ago about the guy that was trying to do 1 million in a month
Yeah.
and everything, and I saw his stats on there, and yeah, I was like, yeah, if someone had access to my account, he could probably put up 2 million in a month easily.
Yeah. That's very interesting. Yeah, those numbers are unreal. Like, and to do that year after year, that's just crazy to me. But good on them if that's something they're into.
Yeah, well, I hope, like I said, Suicide. I've talked about Suicide Squad. Hopefully, you'll enjoy that. It's not terrible. It's not the greatest, but it was one of those games that just got the hate. And
Well, here's the big turnoff for me is that in the intro to get to the first achievement, you have to play as what, four characters? Is it
yeah,
four or five?
you can. I think you can do 4. It's
Yeah,
not 5. I think it's 4.
yeah. Deadpool, not Deadpool, Deadshot.
Yeah, wrong universe.
Four. Yeah,
Deadshot. What's it? Captain Boomerang, Harley Quinn, and the Shark Dude.
yeah, King Shark. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but in any case, I was having fun with the first guy. I chose Deadshot as my starting point, and I was like, "Oh, cool, this is great." And then they throw the other characters at you, and it's like everybody plays so differently
Yeah,
that like this is annoying.
yeah.
Like I guess this lets me pick my character, but yeah, I'm not loving this, and I'm absolutely going to stick with one character to the end, and then swap over to the other characters and just grind out their stuff. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I did. I didn't do the, oh yeah, I got one character to level X and I'll go to the next character. No, I got one as what I needed to get for the achievement and then moved on to
yeah,
the next, and that way I didn't have to try to worry, oh yeah, they do it this way, or yeah. So but
yeah,
Guardians wasn't too bad either. I didn't mind it.
it's definitely not an Arkham game. That is 100%
No, nope.
not an Arkham game. But I like looter shooters, so yeah, I'll come back to that one. We'll see. But
Well, we hope that everyone's having a good time bean diving your games. Tell us in the podcast channel how you're doing, if you are doing it, or the contest channel. I
yeah,
know
and if you're
that's
finding
there's some
good
good stuff.
ones that like that just kind of you threw up on your list and you're like, oh, that's an amazing game. I want to spend more time in. Highlight those too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm always on the scout. You tell me stuff other people do, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll have to try that out and put it on my wish list for when it goes on sale. All right. So we're going to move on to the next thing. Is there anything Xbox just came out with, or Xbox and/or TA, one of the two, probably TA, came out with their 25 milestone. Have you had a chance to look at yours yet at all?
I did. I looked at mine and saw a couple things I was surprised by, like
What were you surprised about?
what I had gotten. And I wish I had the link up now, or we had put the link on the doc. But I was a little
They're all,
surprised by, I guess, like the game I got the 25th completion on, and also like it was fun to see like I got the 25th completion on an achievement. That stuff's hard to find
yeah.
like by yourself, but it's nice that TA kind of served that stuff up. Um, and it was fun seeing everybody kind of like post their things there for 5 minutes. It kind of died down quickly.
Oh, well, I mean, they've done this a few times with different things, and so it's like, yeah, it's neat, but it's pretty much the same things you told me before, and who knows if they're right or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first achievement was from Halo 3 that it scanned in. 2,500 gamer score earned on January 2009 with Gears of War 2. 250th achievement was from Madden NFL 2009. 25th game played was TMNT on the 360. 25,000 gamer score earned through Trivial Pursuit. 22,500 achievement with Sega Superstars Tennis. Those remember that game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 250,000 gamer score earned with The Fall. 250th game played was The Park on Xbox One. What other? 25,000th achievement was from Energy Cycle Edge. And I was the 25th to unlock Bright Falls Finest from Alan Wake 2. So, interesting notes there.
Yeah, my 250th game, bringing it back to Spider-Man, was Spider-Man Edge of Time.
Okay.
I was 25th to complete Yoku's Island Express, a game I love. Was the longest game completion? That's interesting. Why is that 25?
Yeah, they kind of throw that in there.
Was Fight Night Round 3.
What was it?
If you don't know if you remember me talking about that one, but the way we beat that game is just punch him in the Jimmy. I was the first to complete. How this is 25, I don't know. First to complete Tesla Grad Remastered, and now that was not a review copy. This was a legit completion. It came out on the store. I bought it immediately and just slammed through it because I had, beaten Tesla Grad. Not, I wouldn't say it was like right around the same time, but I was pretty familiar with the game. And so, yeah, that was a fun first completion, number one.
Yeah. Yeah, I had longest game for me was Grand Theft Auto 5. I wasn't going to do on the 360. I wasn't going to do any of that stuff. And then the server closures, there was a bunch of sessions and stuff on our Discord. So I kind of just, had people, help me. And then I also helped people as well. And ended up getting that completion with plenty of time to spare. So
Nice.
that was, let me see what it was. That was 2,488 days from the from the first. That's probably not even close to even the highest. I think some people have gone a lot longer than that. So,
what was your stat for? I don't know if this one popped up on yours or not, but days with 25 or more achievements unlocked. For me, that was on the left hand side, and it was like the second one down.
Yeah, I do have that one. That's on my right side. It's top right for me. It was 23.
Oh wow, okay. I've got 199 days with 25 or more achievement.
Well, you also break your streak sometime. I don't really break my streak very often.
No, this is not a streak. This is just a day where you've earned 25 achievements or more.
Oh, okay.
So just like a day where you blitz out and get like 25 plus.
Oh.
And my streaks, it's 40.
Oh, sorry. I see what it's. I saw. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong one. I was like, well, that's kind of interesting. No, so days. Yeah, days with 25 more achievements is 347.
Yeah, I thought yours would be higher than mine.
I was just misunderstood completely what you were going for. I was like, oh yeah, it's right here.
I was amazed that yours was so low. I was like, that can't quite be right. That doesn't jive. But yeah, okay.
So yeah, games played over 25 hours. I have 101. You probably have more than me on that.
I have 209. Yes.
Yeah. 252 Xbox 360 games played. I'm trying to see. Tells you how many different some of the games. Like I have 139 Radalaka games played. That's funny. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's always fun kind of looking at the stats real fast, and then you kind of move on with your life and do that. And we're going to move on as well because we've got some heavy news that came out, and we wanted to spend some time talking about it. Two really big pieces of heavy news. We'll start with Sony. Sony has decided starting January 2028 that they are no longer going to release any games that I guess, don't already have a plan to produce a physical copy of the game, is what I was reading. So I guess if there's already plans for a game that's going to release around that time, then they'll honor that. But if they decide to start producing a game from now without any of that, that they're not going to release a physical version, this is kind of a little shocking to me. I figured this would be more of an Xbox thing first because Xbox, I know they have more of a limit on when they will produce a physical copy of the game. I've heard that they have you have to produce 10,000 copies or something like that is kind of the number that I've seen thrown around during those news stories. Um, so I was kind of surprised that Sony was the one doing it. It seems like they're kind of making some interesting decisions here recently. So, what is your take on that? And then, I guess, kind of coupled with the fact of that they might not be releasing games on the PC anymore.
Yeah, well, they're pretty adamant about not releasing things on the PC, and maybe they'll change their minds again. But like right now, they say the strategy is, PS only. We're not going to put things on PC. And I think that's they're just trying to shore up their lead. They're trying not to give anything to Xbox or Steam. They're trying to just not I guess lose those sales to those competitors. Even though they get a cut from every one of those sales, they just don't see it's worth it. I guess they're so far out in front that they think that their stuff doesn't stink, and they can make these sorts of decisions that like Xbox made with all the the headwinds that they had from the 360. They come in the X1 launch and they try to announce all these initiatives. They're like kind of
Yeah.
groundbreaking, and they get poo-pooed for things they do. Some of them are dumb, yeah, but then some things that they tried to introduce, like like this, for instance, they got slammed for. They were talking about digital, and also we're going all digital, or being able to transfer a physical license to a digital license, which would allow you to trade it or loan it and get it back. That whole system that they had planned out the time of the Xbox One, they got poo-pooed for, and Sony yelled at them, or not yelled at them, but had that,
Well, they
that great
joined in the
meme.
fun.
Yeah, they had a great meme. They burned them pretty badly with how do you share a game. And now, of course, the perfect turnaround, and Microsoft didn't take the bait. They could have done the funniest thing ever, but they didn't, because they're like, you know what, we're going to do the same thing. We're just not going to talk about it. And that is that they're probably going to go off all digital as well at the same time. And their plan, they are planning to do that physical to digital process. And the cliff notes that I saw for that is, this does not mean 360
No.
era games. This does not mean Xbox OG. This does not even mean all Xbox One games. This is a subset of Xbox One games that have a unique identifier on the disc that would allow you to put it into a system that has a disk drive, and then to tie that unique code from that unique disk, to your account, and that would allow you to play it digitally. And if you were to loan that disc out to someone and they popped it in an Xbox that had a disk drive, and they did it after you did it, they would be the ones to own that license. So you could loan it out to somebody, get it back, pop it in, you get the code, and now you're playing. Now you've got the license back. So that's kind of the short of that. And once again, not even every Xbox One game. So yeah, it's kind of a weird system. It's not everything. It's a subset, but hey, it's better than not having it, I guess. The big thing that stinks, though, is that this just kills the resale market. Yeah. And the ability to buy a game, and get some money back from it. For people who just go through games like crazy, like they're not going to be able to do that as well. It's going to have a bigger bite to their wallet. Actually have to absorb these digital costs. And you'd hope that we'd get the sales kind of like Steam does, but we're not going to. They're not going to. We're not going to get crazy sales. Even though they're going to save more money, they're just going to absorb it as profit. It's not great. I don't love it.
Yeah, it's an interesting move by them. Like I do understand I think they're trying to make up for the fact that they're not going to be releasing those games on PC. I don't have any sales data in front of me at all. I haven't looked it up yet, but games like Spider-Man or some any of the God of War,
Horizon, yeah.
yeah, all of those ones that they have that they put on the PC, like how many copies have they sold on Steam or any other site they have? Like what's the cumulative total of that with how much they've sold on the PlayStation? Because they're going to lose that money on sales and everything when they go to not releasing it on the PC. So, they got to make it up somehow. And I guess making it up for them is just not releasing anything physical. Yeah, GameStop is probably going to be non-existent here pretty soon, I imagine.
Yeah, or it's just like, yeah, it's just like an old market. So it's going to be even more
I mean, yeah,
in
you'll
trouble.
still have like the places like X works at that you'll have the little random shops in different towns or malls or stuff like that will be able
Boutiques,
to, yeah,
yes.
the boutique type stuff that will be able to sell those things. And I'm sure the market will be fine for them. But, the power play of GameStop, I mean, I haven't been in a GameStop in a long time. The last time I went in there, it seemed like there was more toys and other junk than there was video
Yes.
games. So,
Yeah.
I understand that they need to make their money, but yeah, I'm a little shocked at it. I yeah, I just don't see. I like the program that you talked about that we've seen with the digital or disc to digital. That'll be good. It'll be nice to be able to do that. I just bought, I bought a 2 Point Campus when it was on the boot sale for like $5 or something like that. And
Mhm.
then I noticed it on recent sale where it was $5 again on the digital sales, like 90% off. So I bought it so I don't have to put the disc in. And it'd be
Yep.
nice just to be able to throw it in there and not have to worry about that. So I don't have to get up if I don't want to get the disc and all that'll make life a little easier. But it's crazy to think that, as we were playing Nintendos and PlayStations earlier in our lives and getting to a point where there's not going to be anything at all.
Oh, and then the other facet of that is that Sony announced this just days after they had an issue, not an issue, but like they revoked licenses for a certain number of movies on their store. So had if you had even purchased the movies through their store, you just lost it. It was gone. And like now, if all games are digital, the same thing can happen. Sure, a lot of games have day one patches and things that need to be patched and all these updates, and they won't necessarily be 100% playable off the disc. But the ones that were, like, like that's the thing that's not going to be anymore. Like there's a small number of games that would have worked off the disc that just won't because
Yeah.
everything's digital now, and they can revoke those licenses at any time, and that's just the reality. That's the world we live in, and we just have to accept it. And that's hard for old people like me to I guess make that shift. But
Now, would it still work? Because a lot of I mean, I bought a few discs here and there
mhm.
in the last year or two. A lot of them outside of like, I bought Dragon Quest when it was on sale on Best Buy, the original or not original, but the HD remasters that have come out. So I haven't tested those yet, but like Alan Wake, I bought the one off of the whatever rare games things they have when they had the physical edition come out, and I think that's just when I put it in. I believe that was just basically just a little ownership thing. I had to download the digital version anyways.
Yeah.
Like there's rumors that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to release the actual game on the disc in December, but I doubt that they could put the whole game on a
Yeah,
disc.
they can't fit the whole thing
So, I
there.
mean, if you don't have the whole game on the disc and they revoke the license, or do you really even have the game to play anymore?
Exactly. Yeah.
If it's like a 700 megabyte thing on your disc instead of like the full game. Anyways, I agree. I mean, it's nice to do digital. I know we both buy a lot of digital games, and for you, it's probably a little bit more a problem than me because when I play a game and I finish it, it's not that big of an issue. Like if I don't have access to that game anymore, most likely I won't care about it.
Mhm.
But I know there are a lot of people that are more protective of their backlog or their game collection. So, if I buy a game online, and most likely I'm not going to be like, hey, I really wish I could play this game again. But
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, yeah, I always like I don't want to lose the access to it, but really, what percentage of my library am I actually going to go back and miss 10 years from now? It's going to be a
yeah,
very small portion of my library, I'm sure. But
Yeah, I like
at the
to
moment
take
where I'm told I can't do it, that makes me mad.
exactly. I was telling my wife the same thing. She's like, because we were doing a little time over the weekend where we weren't eating any food, a little fast and everything.
Mhm.
She's like, now that I can't eat, I really want to eat. I was like, yeah, you take away that thing that you can't. I was just
Yeah.
trying to look through my my backlog here or games I played recently, other than all the crappy easy games and everything. But I mean, I guess I would be, even though I finished 007 First Light, I bought that digital. I'd be pretty sad missing out on that. I'd love to do another run through of that someday, but I'm trying to even see. There's just not a lot of those kind of games, or if they took it away from me, I'd be like, oh shoot, I really wish that I could play it again. But yeah. Anyways, tell us your thoughts on what you. I know we've kind of had a little bit of a discussion going on when Sony did that, and it was interesting to read the thoughts and everything. So the last bit that we want to get into is we did finally get the news that's been rumored for weeks about what Xbox was going to do with some of their studios. So the what we have right now as of July 7th, 2026, Ninja Theory and Undead Labs are going to be spun off with new owners. They did not say who the new owners would be. I didn't read anything on the Ninja Theory part. I did read something on the Undead Labs part, and they said the news or the rumor that they heard was that State of Decay 3 is not going to be required to be on Xbox Game Pass when it releases.
Yeah.
So that will be kind of sad for those people that liked it. I know State of Decay 2 has been played a lot on Game Pass, so I'm kind of surprised that they didn't kind of make it a requirement to put it on there. But I guess good for Microsoft and letting them keep their stuff. With all of the four studios that I'm going to mention, I guess the major theme I saw was that Microsoft was going to uh, let them keep their IPs. So they're not going to keep everything. Like I know they did that with what Sunset Overdrive, didn't they keep that IP?
I'm pretty sure
Microsoft did.
Microsoft has the IP for that.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but yeah, I thought it. I read it, but yeah, they're letting everybody keep it. So those two studios are getting spun off with new owners. The other two are Double Fine and Compulsion are going independent, and they are also going to keep their IPs as well. So I know
Yeah,
Compulsion laid
that's
some
the
people
only
off.
that's the silver lining is that yeah, people lost jobs unfortunately, and yeah, these companies are or these developers are leaving Xbox game studios, but the silver lining is not one of these studios has closed yet, and number two, they're not being jerks about the licenses of the properties, the IP, um, which that's great. It seems like good guy Microsoft, maybe. I don't know. It seems like a good thing to me. Now, maybe I don't know what the actual deals were, and maybe that part sucks. But from the outside and not really knowing a whole lot, it seems like this was as gentle as it could be.
Yeah, that was my thought, I guess.
Yeah, and it sucks. I didn't want to lose Double Fine, but I'm glad that Double Fine still exists. I'm glad that they could keep making their things, their weirdness, and I guess I'm just gonna have to pay for it, and that's fine.
Yeah, and I mean that brings a good point up. I didn't really think about it till right now. Is what are they going to do with those games that are in Game Pass right now? Are they going to eventually leave?
I feel like they've got to
Because
leave. Yeah,
I feel that too. Just because if they let them have their IPs, then I don't know if they worked a contract out or something. Because I mean, I would assume that those games were just going to be perpetually on Game Pass.
yeah.
But I don't know if that means they're going to start losing them at all
There's
or
so
not.
much dust. There's so much dust right now from all the shakeups and the jobs being canned and all this reorg and the shuffle. It's going to be a while, I think, before we really, for the dust to settle. And
Yeah,
just right
but
now,
just I guess just a heads
it's a
up or a
mess.
warning if you want any of those games to be completed or to check out, it might be a good time to do it a little sooner than later.
Yeah,
I'm kind of surprised that Ninja Theory didn't just get disbanded, just because it doesn't seem like their games have sold very well and how where their money's coming from. Same with Undead Labs. You and I were talking before, like they haven't made a game in what 7, 8, 9, 10 years, something like that. Like since State of Decay 2 came out. I know they did a lot of updates on those, and a lot of people liked the updates and they played the game. But I mean, you can see how Microsoft is in trouble when you're allowing a studio like Double Fine can put out a bunch of games and maybe they're good and bad or not played as much, but they're putting games out. But then Ninja Theory and Undead Labs are just sitting here for years doing nothing.
Yeah.
So, but it's still sad to see them go. And I guess good luck to everyone trying to find a job. Hopefully they'll be able to find something quickly. But a lot of news this week. A lot of, I guess, finally got some news on stuff that we've been hearing about for a while. But guess we'll see. Like you said, we'll see when the dust settles even more what happens.
Yeah. And the other bad news is this isn't the only layoffs that are going to happen. There's going to be 16,000, or excuse me, 1,600 more throughout, I guess, the year, but not right now.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it seems like they one of the articles I was reading just said that a lot of these studios just kept hiring and hiring people and then using more money and being over budget on everything, and it's just you can't have that. So.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll kind of trim a little bit of the fat. You know, I don't want people to lose jobs, but hopefully it'll make them a little bit more centered on the games that they're making. We can get some games quicker out of the box. All right, we are going to finish up with targets. We've got the July targets have started. The first one we have is Achievements Evolve because we've got Halo Campaign Evolve coming out this month. They want you to earn 5 achievements for the gold, and of those 5 achievements, the way you get it is by earning 117 TAD or more. It goes off Master Chief's number there. So yeah, I'll get going with that. The next one is It's Coming Home. This one's about the World Cup. So you need to earn achievements with the letters SOCCER for soccer, FOOTBALL for football, or FUTBOL for football in the achievement or game name, excuse me. And the gold tier for that is 9 achievements. So that might take just a titch of planning, although there are a lot of games out there that have some easy lists if you need. And the easiest of the bunch is to do the bean dive, and the gold will get you. You'll need to start three new games in July to get the gold. So I'm pretty sure Koosh had that on July 1st.
Yeah.
And
maybe not the first, but yeah, certainly with the bean dive, it just happened.
Yeah, that one's not too bad. Really, they're not all. I mean, there's plenty of easy games that have the TAD that are high, and I don't think I've gone for any of these, and I've already got gold. So, all right. Well, you've heard enough of me talking about targets and my views on some of the news articles. Let's send it over to Koosh and tell us what you've been playing.
Awesome. This is a game I'm fairly certain I've never talked at length about. It is Mika and the Witch's Mountain. Now, this is a game that was on Kickstarter. It was one of the few games that I kickstarted. I contributed to the campaign, and the game actually came out. And I actually got a code from the Kickstarter, which is fantastic because I think that only happened with like 3 or 4 games that I kickstarted. I didn't go crazy. I know people like Waka went bonkers and kickstarted a lot of campaigns, but this is one of the ones that I supported and actually received. And my name actually may be in the game. I don't know. I forgot to check. What is Mika and the Witch's Mountain? Well, if you've ever seen the Mikazaki film Kiki's Delivery Service, I don't know if you've ever seen this or not. She's a witch. In the movie, she's a witch, and she goes to this town, and in that town, it's like normal people and witches, and the witches do, I guess, different jobs. They just kind of live, and it's like the town witch. So like it's a friendly witch situation. And that is the case in Mika and the Witch's Mountain. Mika is a brand new witch learning how to fly on her broom, and she's being told by this witch in training, her supervisor or whatever, to fly the broom down. And when she does, she breaks a broom, and she has to basically run tasks or do all these tasks in town to earn her broom to be able to fly all the way back up, and I guess win her badge or her whatever. I don't know. Get to her full witchhood. In the game, mostly what you're doing is kind of coasting along the ground. And if you hit the right trigger, you'll kind of swoop up a little bit. You get a little bit of, verticality out of that, but you'll slowly descend again. And you can move it at a fairly decent clip. And basically what you're trying to do is find paths around this island, because basically the whole thing is just this nice little island. You're circling, and you'll eventually find and unlock different shortcuts that'll kind of help you cross the mountain and help you get to higher elevations. But that is kind of they're kind of locking you, ability gating you with tiers of brooms, because they'll let you just get higher. They'll let you go a little bit faster. And as you unlock a certain number of deliveries, boom, you'll get your next broom, and that will allow you to go farther and higher. And you're just kind of going around and you're just finding these people that have jobs, and you're, in some cases, they're telling you, oh no, I need you to get this ice cream to the other side of the island, or get this ice cream delivery over here, and don't let it melt. So you have to do it under a certain amount of time. And it's also, fragile. So if you bump into something, you might wreck the ice cream. So you can only bump into things 3 times. You have to do it in this time limit. And that's actually one minor issue with the game, is that if you fail, or not if you fail a delivery, but if you do really poorly on a delivery and you deliver it, that could lock you out of an achievement for doing all the deliveries at the highest satisfaction level. So if you're about to fail a delivery or almost fail a delivery, actually make it, but with like a really bad score, don't do that. Cancel the delivery. Make sure you understand where you're going. Let it fail, and then do it again. There's no real penalty other than having to go back and start it again. And I think even in that case, I think you can just hold like the B button or something, and it will allow you just to restart it right from the origin, even though you're halfway across the island or whatever. So make sure you don't lock yourself out of that. There are 2 deliveries that you can't get a perfect on. One is delivering a bill. The bill will get wet. That will not get you the highest score. That's okay. And there's another one for delivering some sort of electrical component that will get damaged on your way. So that one can't be done perfectly either. So those are the only 2 that you can just not have a perfect on. Everything else, you don't even need a perfect, you just need a good score. And I played this game when it first came out. I dipped into it, like I do. Then I was looking for games that my daughter could play. So I showed her this game. She played on her own tag for a little bit. And she got really far in the game. I was like, oh man, I need to go back to that. And for whatever reason, I went back to it, probably a contest or something, or I needed some targets, some target fodder. Oh, no, actually this one, I think it was both that. I think it was target fodder, and also it showed up on my RTDL. And I didn't know what achievement was. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to finish this game. Now's the time. It takes about 6 to 8 hours based off the TA estimate. I think I took like 8 or 10 to beat the game. Let's see. It says I took 13 hours. But there are some optional things that you can do in the game that they're not necessary for the completion. There's actually dungeons. So it's kind of like a cross between that Miyazaki film, Kiki's Delivery Service, and like a Zelda a little bit. Because you are just doing these little quests for these people that you find naturally. You might find a TV, for instance, near a plane wreck, and you have to figure out, who does the TV go to? And you'll just find these other items as well. And it's like, this probably goes to someone who works with animals. So you have to go to the farm and deliver it to that person. There are races that you have to complete, and they'll all be, given to you from one particular person. So that's nice. You don't have to go find them and, I have to go complete this race, get to that part of the island, then go do the thing. No, you just talk to the race guy, you choose the race you want to do, and boom, if you fail it, you can just start it immediately. It's really not that painful to retry. I was a little bit, I was in a rush at that point. I was just like, I just want to get this done, save the races till the end. So I was kind of in a bad mood while I was doing them. But even then, it wasn't that bad with the restarts and everything. The achievements are mostly story-based. And progression based. Like as you do this, you'll get an achievement. Probably the first one you'll get is for getting the delivery card, finding a collectible, completing acts 1, 2, and 3, changing your outfit, petting the dog. It's called Good Boy. It's a great one.
There you go.
Finding all of the chibi or chai big verse. I guess they're related because it's Chibig Studio is the publisher, and they did Koa and the Five Pirates of Mara, and they did Summer in Mara, and I think those are the characters that you'll find around the island. Then delivering different things, kites, spark plugs, activating all the air rings. There are these little booster rings around the island that once you go through them, they'll give you a little boost, and you go through, and you basically just by finding all of them and going through all of them, that'll get you that achievement. The achievements were bugged in a good way for me. I got the achievements for, what were they? Let me sort these by what. I started this back in 2024, December of 2024. I just now completed it. What was the one that popped? It was activating all catapults. I wasn't even sure if I'd done that. It was outfits. I think I grabbed an outfit, and that unlocked early. Discovering all areas of the map. I believe that means you have to go to a little signpost that has, little what you would see if you're out at a park or something that has like the map of the area. And you just click on that, and that says, "Oh, you've been to this area." I think the intention was that you were supposed to click on all those signs. I don't think I did that. I think that popped early for me. So a couple achievements popped early, and I think that was fine by me. There are these dungeons that you'll find in the game, and I think there's one for each one of those catapults. I think there's 3 or 4. And each one of those also has a dungeon associated with it. And that dungeon, when you complete it, will get you a cosmetic. So it'll be something like, you can have like flames shoot out of the back of your, or I guess smoke shoot out of the back of your broom while you're moving around.
Oh, shoot.
And you just have to complete those dungeons. They're just puzzles, basically. Like, okay. And this, there was a water dungeon that kind of rivaled like the Legend of Zelda or the Ocarina of Time. Was it the Ocarina of Time, I think, that had the classic, water dungeon that everybody hated. And this one was giving me kind of shades of that, but I think that might be what took my time up. I don't know that you necessarily have to do that, because I believe the trails was one of the achievements that popped early. So I didn't actually even have to do all the dungeons. And hopefully that's true for everyone. One word of warning. The game, at least when I first started it, crashed just out of the blue, just kind of die and the game just go away. And I think they fixed most of those, but certainly every time I tried to feed one of the cats, this is a quest you have to do, you have to feed 5 cats. The game would just die the second I tried to feed a cat if I was not on that cat quest. So if that happens to you, just know the game will not keep doing that once you do the quest. You don't have that issue, so just don't try to do that. Get your cat food, go deliver it to your 5 cats, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. Other than that, I couldn't find any kind of repeatable bugs that would kill the thing. But it was just this cute little friendly, no combat game, and I just had a great time with it. I really wish it had been a higher quality, like a Zelda quality, but for what it was, it's a $20 game. For what it was, I had a great time with it, and it's, like I said, very cute, very kid friendly, and just a good time.
Did your daughter end up finishing the game?
She did not end up finishing the game, but she got really far without my help. This was one of the first games where she just progressed through the game without my assistance, and I came back and I was like, "Whoa, you are farther in the game than I am." Like that kind of blows me away that like you made that much progress when I wasn't looking. So, but then I ended up beating the game before her. So, I'm still the top gamer.
You're still the king. So, you showed her who's boss.
Yeah, yeah. Just a top gamer.
So price tag $19.99 on sale. The lowest it's been is $10.
Yes.
Think it's worth that at 10 or 20?
Well, I mean, it depends on you, right? Like if you like the cutesy games, the cutesy little cartoony, no combat things, then yeah, I think $10 is a fair price. Um, I certainly wouldn't recommend this at 20. That just seems like not many people are going to find the value in that. Unless you have a child and you thought that, you need a game that they could play that there's no combat, they're not worried about fail states too much. There are fail states, but you can restart the race or whatever. So yeah.
Well, that sounds like a fun little game. I'll have to keep my eye out on it. Mika and the Witch's Mountain came out last January, January 2025.
That doesn't seem right. I guess I must have gotten it early because my first achievement was December of 2024. So yeah, I must have
Well,
given it a little
you
bit
must
early.
have a modded Xbox. I'm reporting you tomorrow.
Must be the Kickstarter has got it a month early.
That's probably, yeah. I guess that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was telling Koosh, I was like, I might be a little light on games talked about this week for myself. It's just, again, I've been busy and haven't been able to really dip my toe into anything new. I did just start a new game today that I'll talk about sometime in the future. I should have a few days here to get really far into it and be able to be ready for the next time. Um, but the two kind of highlights that I played, or bigger games that I played outside of the normal easy games. The first one is Life is Strange Remastered. I know the podcast has talked about the Life is Strange in a long time, or a lot of times over the years. Um, I got this when it was on sale. Let me see. I think it was $15, or I guess eight, or it's $8 right now. I guess on sale. However long, I don't know how long that's going to go for, but let me see if I can check that real fast. Might be part of. It seems like they're just doing all these random sales all the time. Nope. Let me see. Anyway, so it's $8 right now. I enjoyed the first Life is Strange game, and so I was like, yeah, if it ever gets pretty cheap, I will, I'll pick it up for nostalgia's sake and play it. And I got to say, the game just it seemed worse off than it did on the normal 360 or Xbox One version of it. The game was so dark a lot of times as I was playing it, it was hard to see where to go. It really seems like a terrible remaster of a game. I don't recommend it. I mean, if you really like the series, you're going for the completion of the series, then $8 I think is worth it. But it retails for $39.99. I can't recommend it at that price, but I know a lot of people really do like this. I just think that the remastered version, they did a terrible job with the graphics in there. It just didn't seem like they really did much of anything. They did add, well, actually, I don't know if they added this or not. Didn't go back to see on the other versions, but they have a collectible mode right now. There are a few times where I missed a collectible and progressed too far to go back to get it. And so you can go into this collectible mode and it kind of pieces the chapter together through different points. And so you can choose a point where you can go back and get any collectibles that you missed. So if you did just want to play through the story and then go get the pictures later, you can. So I liked that part of it. But overall, just yeah, it just wasn't very. It was a very terrible remaster.
Did you check your HDR settings?
I did not.
I wonder if like they just have some funky HDR, and if you like turn that off, like if it would have been fine. And
That
also,
would have
it's
been
weird.
good to
Like
know a
TA
long time
says it's
ago.
$8. Yeah, TA says it's $8, but does it say it's $8? No.
It said when I went
Weird,
into
dude.
price on the TA page, and I went, yeah, when I go down there, it says current price $7.99 and lowest price now.
It just now flipped to 40 for me, and
Oh, it
like
did,
on
okay.
the yeah,
I can't really see because I guess
right,
I
because you
could buy.
purchased it. Yeah,
Yeah, because I
that's the
purchased it.
problem.
I could buy as a gift. Let's see. It pulls up. I'll try to buy it as a gift right now. Oh, no, now it wants me to.
Yeah, the price page says it's $8, but the button says 40 and Xbox says 40. So
Yeah, I would not pay 40 for this. I think that is a crime. That's way overpriced. Not even at like, I think, I mean, retailing it maybe for a few months if you wanted to, but by now the game came out in 2022. They should cut the price down to $20. I can't imagine people are paying $40 for this, but
We
I
should
would
buy it
steer.
physical and then sell it.
There you go. While you still can.
It's
Uh,
digital only, but yeah.
but yeah, not really much was changed. I think they were supposedly did a graphics rehaul is all I saw, or an upgrade on the graphics, and that was really it. I didn't see anything new in the menus or anything that made it different. But I think it's just more if you like the story or just wanted to kind of get play it again for achievements, then you can do that.
Right.
I think I bought the bundle because there is a bundle with the Life Before the Storm or whatever it's called.
Hmm.
Um, so and I have that one too, but I was like, if it's the quality is the same as this, I'm gonna wait a while before I go play that one. But if you do need some easy achievements or just want to kind of keep your streak going, this is a good game to do it because you can get, play for 10, 15 minutes and get a photo and get an achievement and put it down. Or if you want to binge it or, what is it? Do a bean dive, you can do that too. So, the other one that I wanted to talk about quickly was Shapik the Quest. This is a $5 game published by Zidalon, developed by Rapid Snail. Came out in 2023. It's an adventure point and click game with a cute little character. My daughter was having a really good time. My youngest, telling me where to make him walk to and everything. She was having a lot of fun with the graphics in the game. She liked it. It's a nice family friendly game. I don't know if you've. It doesn't look like you have it on your tag, but I think your daughter might enjoy this kind of game. It's a 30 to 60-minute completion for the base game. So I did the base game in 2024, and then later on they did a surprise title update on it. That was a 1 to 2 hour update, and it sat in my backlog for a long time. Occasionally, when I'm looking for a new game, I'll go into my game collection and I'll exclude all the completed games and just kind of look and say, hey, what do I got left? And this has kind of been at the back of my backlog for a long time on the list. So I was like, you know what? After I finish Star Wars Outlaws, I'm going to, finish this one up so I don't have to see it anymore. So the title update adds some more chapters to the story because there is a achievement, which actually I'm going to look at now because there's an achievement in the base game for completing the entire game. Now, originally the game was like 30 minutes. I don't know if that changed now. I don't see anything on the guides on TA. I wonder if they changed it because now that they added more levels to it as part of the story, if you still get the game complete when you just finish those first few levels. So I don't know. Um, I guess be aware of that. I don't. I'm assuming people are still unlocking it. Let's see. Looks like the last unlock for the game complete was July 2nd. So I mean, I guess people are still unlocking it slowly, but I don't know if they have to beat the whole game or not. But anyways, the title update, it's free. You don't have to pay anything for it. It adds some more chapters to the end. So I think I did about 10 or 12 more chapters. Now, the chapters are very short, they're like 5, 10 minutes. It's usually just a scene with a puzzle, and you complete the puzzle and you move on. Most of the achievements in this are related to finding a specific item. The game has chapter select, so if you just wanted to kind of go towards the end of the game or into the chapters that you have to play, you could do that, and then you can pull up the level select and go to whatever chapter you want, and they're not very long. The most difficult achievement in it is there's one I think on chapter. Let me see. I think it's 15. Yeah, 15. You have to drive a train through a tunnel, and you just have to kind of push some buttons along the way to keep the train going fast. You need to beat that in 120 seconds, but I got it on the first try. I wasn't really trying for it just because I knew I could get the level select if I needed it. But that was really the rest of them were just mostly collectible stuff that when you get to a certain scene, just try to go around the whole scene and click on stuff and you'll get all the achievements because you'll find everything. But the last achievement on chapter 16 have you visit all the shops and slot machines in a certain area. So you'll just have to build up your coins that you'll get at the carnival, and then you can uh, go visit everything. You can get some cotton candy and flowers and other stuff. And when you do that, you'll get your last achievement. And if you need some TAD, it looks like there's some good TAD on there for you on the title update for the uh, what's it called, the medal for the month. So that's something else. But yeah, it's a fun little game. It's $5. I don't know if I bought it at $5. I probably bought it on sale. Said the lowest price was $1.49. I mean, can't really beat that if you want to play a cute little game or if you just want your gamer score high. you can get that as well. But are you aware of this game? Have you seen this at all before today?
Yeah, I look at the sales pretty much every week, and I know I've looked at this one before. But whenever I see a game that's like an hour or half an hour, I kind of mentally filter it out and say no. It's just not worth, even at $5.
Yeah,
No. Um,
I think
but
you'd like this one.
I did like the art style, and I liked one of the screenshots. I liked the puzzle I saw in the screenshot. I was like, that's a fun little, puzzle clicking point and click thing that maybe I could get Nora into. But definitely, I still enjoy, even if they're simple, they're not challenging. I still like them.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
it's not challenging at all. I mean there are guides around on the internet if you want to find what to do if you get stuck, but uh, I think that you'd like it. I think your daughter would like it. It's just fun. There's really no fail state for combat or anything, so
Yep,
uh,
I've got a price watch on it. If it goes below $2 again, maybe.
can't do much. I mean you can go without your McDonald's $1 McDonald's or $2 McDonald's and
Yes,
get that. So anyway,
I better.
that's yeah. That's Shapik the Quest. So yeah, I think it's if you get a chance and it's on sale, look it up and let me know if you liked it or not. All right, we are going to go on to Game Pass because we finally got some Game Pass news, and let's bring some
We
joy
do.
to the listeners instead of all this down stuff we talked about at the beginning. What what is coming to Game Pass, Koosh?
All right, so coming to Game Pass at the end of June, we got RV There Yet. Um, that is in Ultimate and Game Pass Premium and PC Game Pass. July 2nd, we're already on the 7th. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. That was Game Pass Premium. July 6th, we got Winds of Arcana Ruination. This was Game Pass Ultimate Premium and PC Game Pass. It is basically Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, no, Lost Sands, the most recent one, the Metroidvania one that we
Mhm.
have at home. They even stole the screenshot feature. Uh, not great. I'm going to keep playing it. It's one of the things I dove, and I will finish it. I assume it doesn't seem like it's hard, but not great. There you go. That's my endorsement. Not great.
Right.
July 9th, Gears of War Reloaded. A lot of people like this game. It's Game Pass Premium. Then there's Tamashika, which I don't really know anything about. It's Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass Premium, and PC Game Pass, so it's not coming to the unwashed masses for a while. July 13th, Ascend to Zero. It sounds to me like a management game, but I don't know. I need to look. Game Pass Premium Ultimate, Game Pass Ultimate PC Game Pass. Then July 14th, we have PBA Pro Bowling 2026 on Ultimate, Premium, and PC Game Pass. July 15th, we have Quarantine Zone, The Last Check. Once again, I have no idea what these genres are because TA implemented this rate limiting feature, and I was doing research for the leavings, and it was a whole thing. I was not happy about it, so I didn't do all my research like I should have or like I would normally do. Quarantine Zone, once again, The Last Check. Ignore my rant. Is Game Pass Premium. July 16th, Mavericks by Matt Jones. Anytime it says by a person, probably not great.
No.
Probably a one or two-man team, and it's going to be horrible. Probably a first-person shooter. It's Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass Premium, and PC Game Pass. July 17th, Fix Force. This one maybe Game Pass Ultimate, Premium, and PC Game Pass. Then there's Fog Piercer, which I assumed was like the Snow Piercer or the driving game, but I don't think that's true. It's Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass. July 21st, you get the Planet Crafter. That sounds like management. So you'll check it out. I won't. Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass Premium, PC Game Pass. And then July 21st, we're going back in time and getting Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. That is going to be to Ultimate Pass, Game Pass Premium, and PC Game Pass. And that's all the stuff we learned about actually just today, on the day of recording.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Not a lot there that caught my eye, but we'll see how it turns out.
Yeah.
We did get a little bit of. I guess Microsoft took a little bit off of the leaving Game Pass.
Yes.
So make sure to go check the article out to see which ones are not leaving. But the ones that are leaving on July 15th is Dungeons of Hindenburg, It's an action RPG role playing game, I believe. Was it Wastelander that talked about that?
Well, yeah, he talked about it. I played it as well. I thought it was a good game until it wasn't. And that was late in the game. So I really enjoyed like 95% of this one.
Yeah, so you can check out those kind of reviews
Yeah.
in it and everything. The next one is EA Sports FC 24. That's the soccer or football game, 100 to 120 hours. You're losing that on the Series and the Xbox One. Looks like there's one discontinued on the Xbox One.
Yeah. I didn't look too much into that.
And Microsoft is continuing to lose the ones that have been on Game Pass for a long time. Golf with Your Friends is leaving. That's the Windows and the normal stack. So that's going to be about 15-ish hours, it looks like. Sports golf party game. I put a price watch on mine. I played it every once in a while for like a contest or something, but
Yeah.
or a medal, a TA target. But yeah, I'm just going to buy it.
Those 15 hours are like skill based too. So
It is, yeah. Like they
yeah.
have videos on YouTube that you can look at because I think Dwaggy Knight did a video on pretty much every hole.
Yeah.
And if you follow his videos and hit it the right, angle and power and everything, you can copy it. But yeah, it's definitely, if you're going for it without that, it's definitely skill based.
Yes.
Another, I think, shocker, Power Wash Simulator, the first one. That's with all the DLC. That's going to take you 65 to 83 hours. So probably going to be quite the finish there if you're going to get that one done.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, though, I guess I forgot that they had taken off that. Like, didn't they have like an Ultimate Edition with all the DLC and everything? They discontinued that.
I don't know. I would love for them to have that, and I don't know if they ever did. Maybe they just kept putting out DLC and kind of like, what do you do if you have an edition that has all the DLC, but yet you added 3 more packs? Like I don't know, but yeah. So it's the base game in Game Pass, but you'd still have to buy all the DLC. But
Yeah. Shadow of the Tomb Raider's leaving. Third-person shooter, stealth platformer, 47 to 64 hours. I would recommend that series. I really like the new Tomb Raider series that they have, the trilogy. I thought they were all pretty good. Beat them all. I think this one has some DLC. Yes, it does. What is it? Has an 1, 2, 3, 4 add-ons. It looks like 5. So, quite much. 6, 7 add-ons. So it might be worth it just to buy the DLC, but I think there's a bundle in there.
yeah,
Might be worth it just to buy that instead of worrying about that. But whatever you want to do. Stellaris Console Edition is also leaving with the Xbox One and the Xbox Series version. There's one discontinued in the Xbox One version, but those ones are going to be 300-ish hours, so good luck there. The Windows version is also leaving. And we have Super Fantasy Kingdom on Windows. Looks like roguelite sim management, about 19, or no, wait, completion is 65 hours. Wow. It says how long to beat is 20 hours, and it just kept going up as I was looking down the line. So that's quite a long game as well. We have Tectonica. It's a game preview leaving, so there you go. Splitgate Arena Reloaded is a 60 to 80 hour completion. First person shooter battle royale. And the last one that I think was just announced today was Manami Lane. I would
Yes.
recommend that game. I think we both done it and liked it, so go check that one out. It is a management game, but it's a very baby management game.
It's a management game that I played and recommended. So that means that means something, I think.
Just a little something.
Yeah.
But that is what we got for Game Pass. Excuse me. Getting later in the night. I didn't really see much on anything on Brag Camp. A few Dish got to 7 million gamer scores. I'm looking at right now. Congratulations there. Let's see.
Yeah, he also finished Starship Troopers Elimination. Excuse me, Extermination. Which I had been looking at checking that one out, but it is a grind. So I know that there was an XP weekend or an XP week or something like that, and that's when he got most of it done. But even so, that's like I think it's like a 70-hour grind.
Israel got 260,000 gamer score last month with all those add-ons that they had, releasing the title updates and whatnot.
That's a rag.
Well, it's been another busy week with news and everything. We've just been getting tons of it, but hopefully we'll kind of settle down and just get into being able to play some games without having to worry about what's coming up in the future.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, I will be on vacation the next time we record, so it might just be a solo run for Koosh, or maybe he can rope someone in to join him.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
You can just make two audios and patch them together of you talking, and then do a voice for your other talk. So yeah, you'll be
So
good
it'll
to
be
go.
just like it is in my head. Yep.
There you go, just like in your head. Well, guys, we hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're listening to us. Share your comments and feedback in the Discord. Catch us there. And thanks again for listening to us. We appreciate it. And we will catch you later. See ya.
Bye bye.